Hello, my friends. Happy Tuesday. I am excited to join you today. Yesterday was the first day of fall, and I am jumping right in to fall crafting. It ironically is super warm in here today because in the afternoon this room heats up with the skylights, and the breeze is amazing today, but it's not coming through the room. So it's a little warm in here. So the windows are open, so you might hear some traffic noise, aka the ocean waves. So I apologize for that, but I need the air. But I'm super excited to be here with you. I had card class in person yesterday, and that was super fun. Thanks so much for all of you locally that came out and made some cards with me. That was really a great day. And then, as you may know, if you get my emails, I am getting ready to leave for vacation. So it's just a super fun week this week. Lots of prep work for the business and for getting ready to go camping. So it's busy, but I'm excited for this little break to do some crafting with you. And actually, I've been crafting for about the last hour. I'm working on my card class to go for September. I know it's almost the end of September, and I'm just finally releasing the card class to go. I shipped out the August card class to go just today. So we had some snafus with a couple of different things. Well, one was, I'm trying to think. For the card class to go, I think it was just the embellishments that I was missing. But the In Color Club was delayed too, so those are all going out today or yesterday, including the sampler ones. We were missing dots, we were missing some cardstock wasn't available, the refills weren't available, so it's just been a little chaotic. But everything should be shipped out this week so I can have a clean slate. And so that means I haven't even started designing for card class this month. So my plan is to get that out in the next day or so. I'm going to show you a sneak peek, a couple of the projects, and we're going to use the same kit today to make another project featuring this collection. And who knows, maybe this will be one of the cards that you make in card class to go. If not, it will still give you some inspiration for this suite collection, which is an online exclusive, so you can only see it online, but I'm going to share it with you here. So let's go ahead and switch this around so you can see. And I don't have any mat on my desk today because I've been creating all willy-nilly here. So, hi Liz. So we're using the Gathering Moments bundle, and I love this bundle. It's so pretty. I need to go find some needle, like a sewing needle. I must have one in my collection somewhere. I have no idea. My mom was a seamstress, basically, her whole life. So you'd think somewhere I would have a sewing needle. But what's really cool about these dies is these holes, you can leave them plain, right, just for some like veining in the leaf, or you can actually stitch in them. So I'm thinking maybe for one of the projects I will do that. I won't do that for today because like I said, I need to find a needle somewhere. But these are the dies. So you get these two bonus dies with the die cutting, the outline and the veining and or stitching. And then you've got all of these little pieces that coordinate with this. And then this one just has some really good sentiments. Many thanks, thankful for you, expressing heartfelt gratitude, your friendship means the world to me, and then gather. So this would be a great bundle to use if you do like Thanksgiving place settings or anything like that. It also has, hey Liz, the Gathering, I forget what this one's called. This is the embossing folder. So one of the big embossing folders, but it's got that same little pattern as one of the pieces of paper, which I'll show you in a second. And then also part of this bundle is the combo twine, early espresso and old olive. And this is the twine that you could use to do some stitching. So that's kind of cool too, because that comes with it. Well, it doesn't come with it. If you get the whole suite, it does. And then the Cajun Craze and Gold Dots are the embellishment for this suite. And of course, you can buy everything individually, or you can buy it as a whole collection if you want the easy button, or you can just buy the bundle too. So if you buy the bundle, you get the 10% off. If you buy the suite collection, you still get that 10% pricing on the bundle, but other than that, there's no additional savings. It's just that 10% off. So either way, you want to buy the bundle together, either with the suite or as a bundle. So here are the papers, and you can see I've been playing with them already. It's got some gold embossing in it. I have them flipped so that you can see both sides. So we've got, so see, that's the same print as the embossing folder. And then you got some like good background, like wood grain kind of look, some striping. We used this paper in one of our cards yesterday during card class and at the Just Scrapping card class. So I used the same cards. And then we also did a make and take with this one, which I don't have it handy. But this paper is just beautiful. I didn't use the Gathering Moment stamp set for the card, so I won't show it to you because it's not really exactly the same. But I will show you a sneak peek of a couple of the projects that I'm working on for our card class to go. So this is one of them. Super cute, very simple. I think I'm going to add some Wink Stella to this as well. So there's that one, and then this one's not even assembled yet because I'm still working on it. And I got these ideas from the Stampin' Up! Website. So even though they're online exclusives, if you look, see it's not taped down. If you look online, so that one still needs some work. But there's 2 of the 4 cards you'll make. I usually do 5 because you get one as a thank you card, and then 4 designs, and you make 2 of those. So you get 8 cards that you make and 1 extra as a thank you card that you can use as a design as well. But online exclusives, you can go online and you can see some samples. So both of those cards were taken from some samples that were online. So what I usually like to do when I first start creating with a suite is I pull all the cardstock colors and I make card bases. So you can see in the 2 that I've already done, I have the Cajun Craze and the Basic Beige. So those are both in the suite. And then I have Early Espresso, Old Olive, crushed curry, and then I just added white as well because I always like a good neutral. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 card bases. I only actually need 5 cards for this suite, but I added 1 extra in case the card we make today on the fly is not one that I include in the card class to go, or you know, maybe I just get carried away. We did actually make a card with this a couple of weeks ago, and I should have brought that out. I think it's in my bin. And that one's really pretty too. So it's just a beautiful stamp set. And of course, if you already have like leaves, you could totally just buy the dies too, just for those big, giant, beautiful leaves. Or like if you're doing card class to go, I die cut the leaf components, like this one here. That's just out of cardstock and embossed. I would die cut and emboss that for you. Anything that's stamped, then you would need to do that. So just keep that in mind. So you wouldn't necessarily need the bundle. If you have a leaf set already, you could kind of improvise with what you have. Typically, so for this one, you'll probably get the twine and the Cajun Craze embellishments and a half pack of this paper as part of card class. So it's super fun. Like I said, I'm still wrapping up card class to go from last month, but I'm excited about this one. So let's do a little stamping. And I think, so let's start with the paper. What do I want to play with? I think actually what I might do is use the Early Espresso base, and we'll start with this, and I'm just gonna do like a base piece here, a standard mat. So we're just gonna do 4 by 5 1/4, and then we'll add to that. Again, I have no idea where we're going with this, just creating on the fly. Hopefully my brain is working. Like I said, I was copying other people previously, so I don't know if it'll work or not, but we're gonna try. So there's that, but I also want to pair this with one of these beautiful patterns. So I have this one, which I think I used on the other one, so maybe we'll use this one because it's more that tone. I kind of like that better. It's a little more muted, neutral kind of tones. So let's do this. It's a pretty busy pattern, so I'm thinking maybe let's do 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 on this one, because I want to see enough of it, but I also want to be able to do some layering. So we'll do this, and that's gonna go like so. And I was thinking maybe we would mat it on Cajun Craze, but we could do gold, because I do have some gold foil. Let's do the gold foil. Let me grab that really quick. I think I have some. Yeah. So I got some gold foil sheets. And when I do like a gold foil as a mat, I really like to keep the mat really small. Like just a really thin, instead of a 1/4 inch, I usually do less than that. So this was 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So I'm gonna just do 3 3/8 by 4 3/8. So it's just gonna be a tiny little border because I don't want it to look too gaudy, you know. 1 2 3. So we'll do 3 1/4 by 4 3/8. And if I did my math correctly, we'll have a thin little border for this. And you could cut this out if you wanted to, or like if you were going to use it for, you know, doing some punching maybe from the middle to use on other projects, you could. For the sake of time right now, I'm just going to leave it like that. So I like that. I think that adds a little sparkle, as they say. Hey ladies! Oh, you're fine, Deb. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Linda. Hi, Marsha. So that I think I'm happy with. I feel like I'm probably going to add some of this twine in here too, but let's just see where we go with this. I did have some of these already cut in my little bin, so I did pull that. I don't know if that's going to be too much white, so we probably will need to add like a Cajun crease little thing here, some color. I actually might use this piece because it's pretty, like, it's a small pattern, so we're using up that pattern. I don't want to make this too, so maybe like 7/8 of an inch, because that circle is kind of small, so I don't want to take up too much of the space. I just want to divide it a little bit from that busy pattern. And then that's 4, so let's do like, wait, that's 3 1/4. So let's do like 3 3/4. And we'll do 3 7/8 just to be safe. All right, and then I can use, oh yeah, that's gonna be too long. Hold on, I'm gonna cut some more. Cut some more, let's do 3 1/2. I want it to hang over a little bit, but not too much. All right, so kind of like that. And I'm thinking maybe this goes over here. And then we can maybe use, I did already cut this here, so we could maybe do something along those lines. I'm thinking I'll do a banner in this, so let's just do that. I don't know that I love the mushroom. I think we might have to do something else. But I'm gonna cut a banner strip here. Like that. I'm wondering if maybe I want to do it like this, and then we could tie some ribbon around here and tie a little bow. I mean, I could make it a little bit longer. I just want it to hang off because I feel like that grounds it a little bit better. So I kind of feel like I made it a little bit longer. Let's see, we can do this. So let's cut it like here. So we'll do 3 3/4. And that way, it can be all the way over to the edge. It still hangs off. I can still do the banner. And then I may, like, instead of wrapping twine around that pretty paper, I can just wrap the twine around this banner, like on the side, and tie a bow, and then have that here, and we can maybe tuck some leaves or something. So I like where this is going. I'm going to go ahead and commit to this. We're just knocking this out. All right. Let's see. So again, it's got a very, it stuck too fast. Come on. There we go. It wasn't ready. It's a very thin little border of gold here. Uh-oh, you might hear my dog barking in a minute. There's kids walking by and they're talking, so Shelby has to patrol the neighborhood. I'm going to go ahead and tape this down as well. And I'm pretty secure in that one too. Oh, and I think I just ran out of adhesive. Thankfully, I have my adhesive right next to me from card class. All right, so then I'm thinking I'll pop this one up, which I have some dimensionals here. Using up my edges. I definitely cut mine in a very specific manner. Do you guys do that? It's always the same. Like I cut them in that little setting, and then I always cut these in twos. Setting. I don't know what I meant there. Words are hard. Especially for me these days. I don't know. Alright, so we're just going to cut these up. And then I can steal some of these for the corners. And one in the middle. Somehow, I've only been stamping for like an hour and I've already got ink all over me. Alright. Oops. Look at that. How is the weather where you guys are? I am loving this weather, and I'm hoping we have this weather up north too. It makes the fair so fun when it's just fall-like but not too cold. We've been in years past where it's been freezing. So I don't mind if it's cold, but I do prefer if it's like warm in the day and then chilly at night. I love that. Susan, it's not too late. I actually can send you a link when I'm done. The registration is probably closed if you click it now, but I can adjust it to be able to accept you. Just give me a minute when we're done here and I'll send you a link and you can register still. I haven't really done the order yet, so you're fine. Thanks for asking. It is going to be really fun. I have some fun treats in store. So, all right. So we had that, and then we had this. I think I just put it away. And then we were going to do some brown twine here. 90 for you, Fran. Oh my goodness. Where are you located? Where, in case you're new here and you're just watching for the first time, I'm on Cape Cod in Massachusetts, so I'm in the Northeast. We are deep in, well, not deep. We are at the start of fall mode right now, which is nice. I used to always be a summer girl, but I am really loving fall more. I really get my mom now. My mom was always a big fan of fall, and I can concur now. All right. I was trying to wrap it 3 times, but it's not working, as if you can tell. Let me see. Columbia, South Carolina. Okay, perfect. So yeah, a little south of us. That's beautiful though too. As long as it's not like that hot, humid 90, I'm good. Because I do like the warmth. Oh, stop. Having trouble with tying today. Alright, I wanted to do a bow though, and I did not leave enough space for that. So maybe we only wrap it twice. Oh my goodness, this should not be this difficult. Alright, we're going to do twice, and then I can do this. Alright. I like to tie in that first, so it gives me a little more stability, and in fact, I'm going to attach it to my card first, and then I will tie the bow. So this should be like right here. So I think that'll be good. I think I'm going to attach this with dimensionals, and I'll do that one flat to this piece. Only because that will give it a little room for that ribbon to breathe, so to say. That way, there won't be like a little bump in the paper. Okay, so we're going to do this. Put it up a little bit higher. Like that. And then this is going to go here. So we'll turn this and tie our little bow. I did not give myself a whole lot of space for the bow, but we'll make it work. Look at that. See, just having it stable makes it a lot easier to work with that twine. I am going to add a little glue dot to that because it's kind of plopping up like this, and I don't want it to do that. So I'm just going to grab a glue dot. I'm going to use my scissors to do that. Not hot and humid. Oh, that's good. Yeah, fall is nice. I like the fall. I honestly like all the seasons. I think that's why I love living in New England, because I'm not the biggest fan of winter, although it is growing on me as I get older. But I do like a good snowfall, like if I don't have to go anywhere or do anything. Like I love that cozy vibe in the winter. It's just, winter always feels so long. So that's the part that I'm not a great fan of. But, oh, and here we planned this all around this little oval, and there really isn't any oval sentiments, but we can fix that. So let's do I'll teach you a little trick here. We're gonna grab, oh, and look at, I have a Post-it note right here. You could just stamp and clean it, but sometimes I find that when after you clean it, you still get that residue. So I'm gonna just ink this up, just the many. Let me make sure I get it all without getting any of the things. All right, so you just need this Post-it on long enough to do your inking. So I'm just gonna ink that up, okay? And then we're gonna take that off. We'll stamp, okay? And then I can stamp this out a little bit just to alleviate some of that. But then we're gonna just take that same thing and we're gonna cover up the many this time. You could use washi tape to make sure that stays in place. I like to live on the edge. I'm gonna just do that. And then, oh, I lied. You don't want to do that, because now if I take that Post-it note off, because I didn't actually clean it on the other side, it's gonna have the residue. I was not thinking. So hold on. Hold that thought. Let me clean this. All right. So it's clean. We'll get rid of any sort of dampness that's left on it so it doesn't leave an imprint, and then we'll try that again. So now we're gonna cover that. Okay. And thanks. Oops, I caught a little bit of the edge. So I can use this handy dandy Post-it note to take some of that off as well. And then, oh, it looks like I missed a little bit of the bottom of the T, so I'm gonna just look at that. All right, so now the trick is to get it. I'd love to be able to get the Y right in that little hole. Do you guys think I can do it? I don't think I can, but let's try. And I also don't want it to run off the circle, so, oh, not bad. Look at that. Woohoo! All right, so now we have our sentiment, and I feel like there's a perfect little hole right here for us to do. We could use the little mushroom, right? We could put the mushroom here, but I feel like I need a leaf, not a mushroom. So let's grab my scrap paper. Let's clean that sentiment so I can use the block again. Okay, I'll take this off. Do we want a leaf or do we want the acorn? The acorn would be cute too, right? Do I want a little acorn? It would be either the acorn or this guy. Do we want leaf? Or should we do, I feel like the acorn might be a better size. Acorn? Do we agree? Acorn or leaf? Vote in the comments. I'm gonna get a quick drink of water. What do we think? Acorn or leaf? We're gonna play, what is it? Choose your own adventure in stamping. What else are we gonna need? We're gonna need some bling, so why don't you guys vote on that? I'll do a little bling. Let's do, where's my take your pick tool? Acorn, I got one vote for acorn. Let's do our bling kind of down here. And, oops, that's not where I wanted you, little guy. Over here. And then maybe a large one, oops, up here, like that. Okay. Acorn, that's all I heard, so we're gonna go with acorn. Here we go. Let's stamp the acorn. Oh, I could say we could make him a little green acorn, but there's really no green in the card, so that will bother me. So we're gonna make him a traditional acorn. I love this stamp set because it does the, maybe I'll make it a little lighter. Yeah, I think I'll do, well, then it doesn't kind of match. So no, I guess I'll do, I wish there was an in-between. I kind of did heavy, so let's do a little less. I love this stamp set because, that's better. It has the distressing already in the, oh good, I'm glad we all agreed. It has the distressing already in the stamp. So like you don't have to stamp off or do anything like that. It just does it automatically. There is a die for this, but this is super simple. So I'm gonna just fussy cut it because it's more of a hassle for me to get that big die cutting machine that's on my floor and get it up here and die cut it and then put it back when I can just kind of do this. We could actually have done like a green bottom to the acorn and the brown top. If we wanted to use our Stampin' Write markers, we could do that. Those are going away. The little skinny like writing type markers, those are being retired. So if you don't have any of some of the colors you'd like, make sure you grab those because they are retiring those. We're getting rid of the red rubber stamps too. So like these will be gone. We're going to only have the clear ones. That's happening with the next catalog. So in the next catalog, you'll no longer see any more of that style of stamp. So, and because we don't have the red rubber, there's not as much need for these Stampin' Write markers, these guys, because these are really the ones we would use to color on red rubber to get multiple colors. But we can now use Stampin' Blends for the journaling, and we can use Stampin' Blends for coloring and stuff too. And we won't have the red rubber to make like multicolored projects anymore, or stamps anymore. All right, I think I said this was already out, but I snuck a little tiny bit there so I can attach that. I'm gonna grab some twine, or no, what is this? Wink of Stella. We're gonna add some Wink of Stella. Remember that the Wink of Stella can act as a watercoloring agent, so be careful. Like I'm coloring this and it's kind of smearing the color, it's smearing the color a little bit, so that when I color with it again, it came out a little bit darker, but it can sometimes transfer like color. So if you were coloring on Cajun Craze leaf and then a yellow leaf, it could transfer some of that Cajun Craze to your other leaf, so just keep that in mind. I'm gonna put a little, oh actually I don't have any, right? Hold please. I could pop it up, but there's already a lot of dimension on this one, so I'm gonna just grab a new adhesive, so give me 1 second. I use the Stamping Seal Plus exclusively. Like we have Stamping Seal and then we have Stamping Seal Plus. The Seal Plus, one, I feel like is a little easier to work with, and two, it's heavy duty, so it's great for, it's designed for like like 3D scrapbooking, like things that you want to have a heavy hold. But I just use it for everything because I feel like that is a smart use rather than having so many different ones. There we go. I think I went too far over, but that's fine. Let's stick that right there. And I might actually add one more bling here, or two more blings, because we gotta work in odd numbers, but I want one here. And then let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, yeah, so I need 5. We'll do another like medium-sized one up here. But see, that looks weird. I feel like it should be, and we'll put it, I don't know. Let's put it over here. That looks strange. I don't know where to put it. Maybe like that. We'll leave it like that for now. I might move it. But there you go. There is our finished project. So that's a cute one, right? So we've got some good projects with this suite. Let me grab, so this is the one that's kind of in production, right? And then we've got this one that is going to be part of Card Class to Go. Let me grab the one that I did last week or the week before. I think it was the week before. Let's see if I can find that. That's this one. So here's another one. I don't think that will be part of Card Class to Go, but that was a video from a couple of weeks ago if you want to catch that one. It's just a really beautiful stamp set to work with. And I just love the fall vibe of it. Cozy. Brings us back to like the craft room, right? I feel like sometimes in the summer I feel guilty sitting in my craft room and crafting when it's gorgeous outside. Granted, it's gorgeous out right now. But it's coming, the time when it's like, oh, it's chilly, I don't want to sit outside anymore. We can come in our craft room with the windows open and have a fabulous stamping afternoon, which is what I've been doing. So I hope you guys have the same on deck for this week. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to tell you, today, if you're still here, I already ordered mine at like 4 a.m. this morning. But Stampin' Up! Released a 12 days of crafting calendar. So you can actually open a different door every day for 12 days, and there's new product inside. And it's exclusive product to the advent calendar. It's nowhere else in the catalog or online. And the calendar comes, I'm going to just switch this so you can actually look at me instead of nothing. The calendar comes with a stamp set as well. The stamp set is not one of the 12 items. It's an extra bonus item, and then everything inside, kind of, not everything, but there is some coordination between the stamp set and what's inside, and the product is all occasion. It's not holiday. So super exciting, super fun to check out. You can see it online in my online store, and then of course if you're on my email list, you can look for the sign up for this card class to go. Within the next day or two, I'll have that up. And if you purchase the Sunrise Sailing one, be sure to check your email before you register, because I do have a little gift for you as well, just because it was so delayed this month, and I apologize. So that is it for me today. Thank you so much. I hope you guys will have a great week. I actually probably won't be live next week because I'll be away, but we will be back in 2 weeks. I think I should be able to do that. We should be back by then. So I hope you guys have a great couple of weeks. Enjoy the start of fall, and we'll see you real soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.